Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and on this channel, we're pretty big fans of WoW PvP, where we get to host numerous 5v5 1v1 duels with this channel's community. Recently, we brought the dueling series over to the Dragonflight PTR, where we get to test all of the newest class changes from the beta live against each other in the dueling arena. And one of the most exciting parts of these duels is watching the competitors come up with exciting new class builds capable of unleashing disastrously monstrous bursts. And because I'm a big fan of bursts in PvP, I decided to put this video together, where we showcase some of the biggest burst potential in the current build of the Dragonflight beta, highlighting all kinds of bursts. Some will be really unrealistic, cheesy combinations that you'll only see in specific situations, and some you may potentially run into in rated arenas, unless we see further tuning over the next few weeks. So I hope you enjoy some of the biggest numbers available in this early preview of Dragonflight. But right before that, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to catch regular updates to the future builds of the Dragonflight beta. First of all, we have the class of Paladin, capable of executing one-shot combinations with a slightly unrealistic cheesy combo. You won't see this carnage in arenas or battlegrounds, but you may surprise other players with this combination in the open world. As a Retribution Paladin, you'll want to spec into every single talent and ability that modifies the damage of your judgment, as well as Divine Toll, which bolsters judgment damage by 100%. The ability of Divine Toll will be used to deliver your judgment payload, together with the buffs of Dusk and Dawn to amplify your damage, Seraphim to bolster your stats, and Final Reckoning in order to enhance your holy output. To set up this burst properly, you'll want to start out in the spec of Holy, running the new Holy Reckoning talent. Getting crit by enemy attacks allows you to stack up Reckoning, and after 50 stacks, it empowers your next Judgment, increasing its damage value by 200%, causing it to become a guaranteed critical strike. To set up this burst, you'll want to stack up Reckoning, then swap back to Retribution. Build 5 Holy Power in order to proc Dusk and Dawn damage buff. Spend some of that Holy Power into a Seraphim buff. Then apply Final Reckoning to your target. Use your Avenging Wrath followed by a Divine Toll in order to unleash your final judgment. The next class on this list will be the new addition of the Evoker, capable of incredible burst output, with the talent of Spellweaver increasing the damage value of all of your critical strikes, making Evokers quite deadly when it comes to PvP. The talent of Iridescence will be useful in setting up a powerful combination, causing your empowerment spells to bolster all other damage effects of a similar type. With the talent of Ruin, you gain full value of your mastery of Giant Killer, which will guarantee that your burst will maintain maximum deadliness. The talent of Shattering Star will cause your attacks to deal 20% more damage to your current target. Engulfing Blaze makes the ability of Living Flame a critical component of your burst. The talent of Tip the Scales will let you use an empowerment spell instantaneously as part of the burst combo. Finally, you could spec into Scarlet Adaptation for a slight damage increase if a nearby friendly target is around to receive some healing. When prepping your burst as an Evoker, use Dragon Rage and Fire Breath in order to set up the Iridescence passive. Shattering Star to soften your target. Then we cast a Living Flame into Tip the Scales, which lets you cast Eternity Surge instantly. As long as something crits, this combo is capable of wiping out your target. And the next class with some serious burst potential is the Windwalker Monk, which can put together a very simple yet an effective setup. The main talents you're looking to pick up will be the Windlord Artifact Weapon Legion ability, capable of incredible damage output, even though the tooltip doesn't seem very impressive. The talent of Skyreach will help you reach your critical damage chances, as well as all of the talents that buff Rising Sun Kick, which is going to be extremely important as part of this burst combo. Finally, you can either empower yourself with either Serenity or Storm, Earth, and Fire. As a side note, you can also pick up Hit Combo, but it will add more setup for your burst in the process. Now this burst setup is very simple. Before executing your rotation, you want to store up some chi. Afterwards, you jab to your target to activate your critical strike bonus. Summon Zuen and then activate your damage cooldowns. Strike of the Windlord into Rising Sun Kick. And if everything crits, your burst combination becomes a literal one-shot. Next, we have the class of Demon Hunters, which are known to be extremely deadly as of this recent Dragonflight build. What makes Demon Hunters incredibly powerful is the Know Your Enemy talent, which causes all critical strikes to gain scaling damage based on your critical strike chance. Demon Hunters investing into critical strike will crit more often, with their crits becoming even more deadly, with talents like Initiative and Chaos Theory greatly increasing their critical values. And the trait of Any Means Necessary turns all magic damage into chaos damage, which scales directly off of your mastery stat, allowing abilities like the Hunt and Elysium to become even more powerful. Essence Break is another powerful ability that will help you cut down your targets much faster. And finally, picking up the Sigil of Misery causes enemies struck by the Fear effect to become more vulnerable to damage output. The Demon Hunter burst is quite easy to execute. First, fear your target with the Sigil of Misery. Place Elysian Decree under your target. Elysian will have a slight delay in its damage, and you want to try to line up the explosive effect after the Misery Fear has faded. Hunt down your target as the Fear effect is about to end. Finally, Essence Break your target as soon as you close the gap. If any of your abilities crit, then the enemy will be left eviscerated. And finally on this list, we have the Arcane Mage, which is still one of the few specs capable of some of the biggest burst potential. Arcane Mages gain huge damage amps after using the Arcane Surge ability. With the talent of Arcane Power, this damage increase is greatly empowered. The Rune of Power helps increase spell damage by 40% and will automatically spawn on your location when casting the Arcane Surge. Channeling Evocation fully allows you to siphon even more power, drastically increasing your intellect stat. Consuming mana gems will also empower your spell power by 5 extra %. And with all these damage modifiers, any ability can become extremely bursty, whether you prefer an Arcane Blast build or a Barrage focused playstyle. But the one Arcane Mage spell that's always guaranteed to hit the hardest will be the Arcana Sphere. If the Arcane Mage is able to flawlessly execute this rotation and land a lucky critical strike, then they've unlocked the true one-shot potential. And for now, that's going to be all of the classes capable of some of the most powerful bursts within PvP in this recent Dragonflight build. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the bursty playstyles that we've covered in today's video? Are you possibly considering any of these classes for PvP heading into Dragonflight? Were there any other burst playstyles that we missed that definitely should have made it into this video? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single live stream and video, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video, or share class builds that you think potentially could be good over in the alpha with the community. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.